Hello everyone, my name is Tanishka Goswami and I am a student of class 11th. Today I am going to discuss about accountancy, some basic things and rules which are indeed basic but most important. So let's get started. So first of all, before going further, we shall take a quick look on accountancy's definition because it will help us to understand accounting easily. So accountancy is a systematic knowledge of accounting. It explains how to deal with various aspects of accounting, and it educates us how to maintain the books of account and how to summarize the accounting information and communicate it to the interested users. So now we move on to the next scroll, that is of accounting. Basically, accounting is a systematic process of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating financial information to the interested users. It gives information on the resources available, how the available resources have been employed, and the results achieved by their use. Since accounting is a medium of communication, it is called the language of business. Now, next we see characteristics of accounting. Characteristics of accounting. First is identification of financial transaction and events. It involves accounting records only those transactions and events which can be measured in terms of money. This involves identifying transactions and events that are part of economic activity. For example, purchase of raw material or sale of finished goods by a firm. Such transactions are identified with the help of bills and receipts as evidence of the transactions. Now second is measuring the identified transaction. Accounting measures the transactions and events in terms of a common measurement unit. Third is recording. Fourth is classifying. Fifth is summarizing. This involves presenting the classified data in a manner which is understandable and useful for internal as well as external users of accounting. This process leads to the preparation of the following statements: trial balance, trading and profit and loss account or statement of profit and loss. Third, balance sheet. These statements are also known as final accounts or financial statements. Next is analysis and interpretation of the financial data are carried out so that the users of financial data can make a meaningful judgment of the profitability and financial position of the business. This helps in planning for the future in a better way. And the last one is communicating. So now, as you all know that everything has some merits as well as demerits. So here we are saying the accounting has some advantages as well as limitations. So first we will go with the advantages of the accounting. Advantages of accounting. First, it replaces memory. Second, it facilitates comparative study. Third, it facilitates settlement of tax liabilities. Fourth, it facilitates loans. Fifth, evidence in court. Sixth, assistance to management. And seventh, financial information about business. So now we read some limitations of accounting. Limitations of accounting. First, accounting is not fully exact. Second, unrealistic information. Third, accounting ignores the qualitative elements. Fourth, accounting ignores the effect of price level changes. And fifth, accounting may lead to window dressing. So now we move on to the next one, that is bookkeeping, which is an important part of accounting. Bookkeeping. By posting them into ledger accounts. So now, from here the question arises, are bookkeeping and accounting considered as same? So the answer is no. The two terms are different from each other. Accounting is a wider concept and includes bookkeeping. Now we will have to understand the rules of debit and credit. But for that, we have to learn about first what is account. Account is a record of transactions under a particular head. It records not only the amount of transactions but also their effect and direction. Account can be classified in two ways. First is traditional approach, which is also known as English approach, and the other is modern approach, which is also known as accounting equation approach or American approach. So first we will talk about traditional approach. It has three main heads: personal account, real account, and nominal account. Personal account accounts which relate to persons, that is individual, firms, companies, debtors or creditor, etc. The rule of personal account is debit the receiver and credit the giver. Next is real account. Real accounts are the accounts which relate to tangible or intangible assets of the firm. For example, of tangible assets are land, building, investments, plant and machinery, stock or cash in hand, etc. The rule of real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And the last one is nominal account. Accounts which relate to expenses, losses, gains, revenue, etc. are termed as nominal account. For example, salary account, purchases account, interest paid account, sales account, and commission received account. The rule of nominal account is debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. Now we will head towards the modern approach and its rules. Under this approach, all the accounts are classified into 5 categories. First is asset account. Next is liability account. Third is capital account. fourth is revenue account, and fifth is expense account. Asset accounts are those accounts which relate to the economic resources of an enterprise, such as land and building, plant and machinery, etc. Second is liability account. Liability accounts are accounts of lenders, creditors for goods, etc. Next is capital account. It is the account of proprietors or partners who have invested amount in the business. It includes both capital and drawings account. Next is revenue account. It is the account of incomes and gains such as sales discount received, interest received, commission received, etc. Last one is expense account. It is the account of expense or loss incurred or carrying by the business. For example, purchases, wages, salaries, depreciation, etc. Now, when asset account and expense account are increased, they become debited and credited when decreased. And liability, capital and revenue account, when increased, they become credited, and when decreased, they become debited. So this is the ending of my presentation on accountancy topic. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you. Stay safe and stay blessed.